Hello and happy Fri-YAY! Here we are, divas. We're talking about Fri-YAY things. And today we're talking about creating value. We're talking about what does value even mean? So, one of my favorite things to talk about is what I call exchange of value. And so this is a perfect question that showed up, which is like everybody talks about creating value, but how do you know that what you have is valuable? And value is like currency. Value is like currency where it's an idea, right? We all agree to something. It is not it is not hard and fast. It is the fact that we are all agreeing to use this system that makes it currency. So that this idea of the dollar, this dollar equals something, this piece of paper equals something of value in our minds, right? So the currency is this idea that we're all agreeing to, and that's the system that we use. Value is subjective to wants and needs. And when you are creating something, when you say, does this have value? I need you to check in with yourself. And first of all, you're asking, does this have value? Of course, it has inherent value to you. Why does it have inherent value to you? What are the things that you find valuable about this? And then ask yourself, who else would find value in those things? And then that's who we're going to reach out to for clients, collaborators, audience, commissioners, etc. So that requires that you get clear on what you find valuable about what it is that you're doing. And you want to look at it and you say, okay, well, am I making something special? Am I making something that no one else on earth is making in this particular way? And that might be it, right? And so making something incredibly special, incredibly unique is one form of value. Making something more efficient so that people actually save time and save money and save all of this stuff, that's another form of value. So making something incredibly efficient is not necessarily something that we always do with our art making practices, because art making practices are so individual, unique, and time bound in a lot of ways. And so we may not be doing that, but that might be part of what you're doing. Another version of this is urgency. Are you helping someone get to something faster? Like, are you helping someone achieve a goal, a desire, a want, a need faster? And that could be something that you're doing. So when you are thinking about this, I'd like you to look at what you're creating and say, what is uniquely special about this? What's my USP, my unique selling position, right? And what's my USP? Am I making this something efficient for other people? Am I making something more urgent or fast? Is it easier to and faster to achieve for someone else? And do not shy away from the fact that this can be the intangibles. This can be emotional. This can be feeling based, right? So a lot of the work that we do in the arts is creating spaces in which people can interface with their emotions. And maybe they're needing and desiring that space, that ability to have someone walk them through something that they're feeling that they haven't been able to put words to, right? The ineffable. So that may be something that you do. That is your unique selling position. Coming back to this idea, value is something that's shared, right? It means that we both share this want and need for this object, this piece, this experience, right? So when you're thinking about that for your own work, what is valuable about this? Everything that you make has inherent value, right? It's something that you've put time and effort into. It's something that you've put thought into. Whether or not you are able to connect that with an audience member, a client, a commissioner, what are their wants, their desires, and how is what you're making uniquely suited to solving their questions, their issues, their problems, their wants, their core needs as a person. So think through what you've created. What I want you to remember that the reasons that you've created something are not necessarily the same reasons that somebody else is going to interact with it or need it or want it. So it's a good place to start. Say, why did I need this? Why did I want this? Why did I make this? And then say, that might be a reason that one of my audience members or my clients needs this as well. Why would they want this? Why would they need this? What is this solving for them? what is this adding for them? What is this giving them in this life that they want? And am I able to do that through this work? You're creating value. That is value. So it's that shared understanding of being able to meet someone else's needs, wants, desires through the work that you're making, and not just your own. That makes it more valuable. The more that you are doing that for larger groups of people or for more high risk, high reward situations, then the more valuable that becomes. So take that as you go. Ask yourself, why do I find this valuable? Why might someone else want, need, or desire this? And what am I doing to help them solve that? A couple of ways that we think about that is it unique? Is it making their life more efficient? Is it helping them do something faster, right? So those are just a couple of examples. I know that you can come up with more than that. And maybe this is helping them make money. This is helping them connect with their family. This is helping them process their emotions. So does that make sense? Where we're going with this is you're creating value because you're helping to solve other people's needs. And the better you can understand what your ideal client needs or wants or desires, the more you're going to understand if whether or not or whether what you're making is valuable to your ideal client. All right. Happy Fri-YAY. Divas, I love you. I miss you. I hope to be back here more and more often. And as always, stay sparkly inside and out. Until next time.